Hey guys, it's Dana Shea, marriage and relationship coach, and I wanted to bring you all a video today that is specifically for my single moms. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, you've probably heard bits of my story, and I've talked about how the fact that I grew up in a single parent household, I had a very tumultuous upbringing, and I actually got married super young, and so I myself was a single mom for about 6 weeks until my husband and I got married. And so I wanted to talk to you ladies, especially tonight. I want to give you 6 tips that I think every single mom should know. So this is going to be a super encouraging video. And then for a bonus, I'm also including a podcast episode that I did with founder and CEO of The Life of a Single Mom. Her name is Jennifer Maggio. And so I wanted to bring to you guys this episode, but if you don't watch all the way through the episode, I want you to make sure that you at least take away these 6 tips for every single mom. Now, let me tell you off the bat that I think single moms are superheroes. I really believe that. I think that there are so many single parents out here, mothers and fathers, but this video is specifically for my single moms who are grinding, who are hustling, who are taking care of their kids. Many of you have businesses. Many of you are in school. Many of you are working full time, and some of you are doing all of that at once. And so if nobody else tells you how amazing you are, if nobody else tells you how special and important you are, if your children never thank you for anything that you have ever done, I want you to hear it from me that you are amazing and you are making a difference in the life of your child, whether anybody ever tells you that or not. Okay, so this video is just really my way of just encouraging you and letting you know to stay the course. And this too shall pass. It will get easier. And so let's go ahead and jump into my 6 tips for you. Okay, so tip number 1 is you have to be you. Ladies, you're amazing, but guess what? You are not mother and father. You know, I personally kind of have an issue with like women getting Father's Day gifts. I understand the purpose behind it. I understand how some women feel like, you know what? I'm being both mom and dad, so I might as well get celebrated. But here's the truth, ladies. As good as you are, you can't be a father. As wonderful as you are, maybe you're the sole provider, maybe you are protector. Like those are typically roles that fathers should play. But the point is that you, as great as you are, you still can't be both mom and dad. So take the pressure off yourself. Don't feel like you have to be both because you can't be both. What you can be is an amazing, extraordinary mom. So my first tip for you is to be you. It's okay to be nurturing. It's okay to not feel like you have to be the disciplinarian all the time or you have to do the role of 2 people. You can't. That's too much pressure to put on yourself. So don't do it. Understand that you need to be you. That's my first tip for today is be you. Tip number 2 is be open to receiving help. Now, I don't know about y'all, but receiving help is very difficult for me. I feel like I should be able to do everything myself, right? And it's not even like a pride thing. It's just like I don't want to bother people half the time. And I know that some of you single moms, you feel the same way. You feel like, you know what? I need help with these kids. I need help even maybe financially. And sometimes it can be difficult for you to reach out and ask for help. But it's super important that you understand that there are people around you who would be willing to help you if they knew what you needed. Sometimes it might not be a financial need. Maybe you just need some time alone. Maybe you just need time to think. Maybe you've got a business idea in your mind, but you never have time to just sit in the quiet and formulate that idea. Maybe you want to go back to school, but you need help with someone watching the kids so that you can go back to school. There are all kinds of things that single moms need help with. And so tip number 2 is be open to asking for that help. Tip number 3, be careful who influences your kids. This is huge, ladies. You need to be really careful about introducing boyfriends and even friends into your children's lives. All it takes is one tragic encounter with the wrong person to ruin a child's life. So don't be bringing a whole bunch of men all around your kids. Don't even be bringing a whole bunch of friends and outside influences. And can we talk about the media for a second? You are gifted with the responsibility and the privilege to be responsible for what your children are consuming through the media. That means you have to watch what they're listening to. You have to watch what they're watching on TV. You can't just turn the TV on and just walk away and forget. No, no, no. Because there is a whole society that is trying to influence your children, and you, as the parent, need to be really intentional about watching what and who influences your children. That is a really big tip, and I really hope that you take that to heart. Number 3, be careful. Be careful about who influences your children. Number 4, be present. Sometimes, y'all, we can minimize the gift of presence. And I know that you know this because there have been probably times in your life where you've needed somebody just to be there. It wasn't that you needed them to say the right thing or to give you all this advice. Sometimes you just need people to be there. And as a mom, as a single mom, as a parent, you need to be present. Your kids don't need gifts and gadgets. They don't need the newest Jordans. They don't need the newest iPhone. They don't need all of that stuff. They'll tell you that they need it, but they don't need that. You know what they need? And do you know what they really want, whether they tell you or not? They need you. They need you. And so give the gift of presence. Don't just sit your kids, like I said a second ago, don't just sit them down in front of the TV while you're scrolling on your phone for hours. No, put the phone down, turn the TV off, play a game, old school. With my kids, sometimes I'm like, nope, we're turning all this stuff down. We're turning all of it off. We're going to play Monopoly. We're going to play Jenga. We're going to go outside for a bike ride. We are going to spend time together, okay? Because the gift of presence is the best gift that you can ever give to anyone. So tip number 4 is to be present. Tip number 5, be kind. Now listen, I know everybody gets frustrated. I was a really angry mom at certain points in my life. I was just angry for no reason. Well, I had reasons, but it wasn't my kid's fault. And what I'm saying to you ladies is it's not your kid's fault that you're a single mom. I know you know that. And I know that most of you are not blaming your children or anything like that. But be kind. When I was growing up as a kid in a single parent household, I would look at some of my friends' parents and I would look at my friends and I would be envious, not in like an evil, jealous, weird way, but just I wanted that. I wanted a father. I wanted to be able to go home after school and know that my mother and my father had a good relationship. And I never had that. And so if my friends were to pick on me and ask me like, well, where's your dad? I didn't need to come home and then get that grief from my mom too. And so, yes, you're going through a lot as a single parent, but understand that your child is also going through a lot. Sometimes they don't even talk about it. So be kind. Just be kind. Learn how to overlook wrongs. The Bible talks about love overlooks wrongs, right? It doesn't mean that you let your kids run all over you and be disrespectful and act crazy, but it means that we need to learn, all of us, married moms and single moms, need to learn just how to be kind. All right, number 6, this is really, really big. Now, I understand. I always give this disclaimer, y'all. Y'all know I'm a Christian. If you've been following me, you know I'm a pastor at my church. I'm a Christian. I'm a believer through and through. Super proud about that, not ashamed. But I understand that everybody who watches my videos aren't Christians. And I understand that, and I appreciate it, and you're welcome here, always. You are always welcome to this channel. But let me tell you something. I do not know how I could parent without prayer. I can't do this by myself. And I'm married, but there's no way that I could be a mother without being prayerful. And so I want to encourage you to be prayerful. Maybe you've never really prayed before. Let me just let you know that all prayer is a conversation between you and God. It's you pouring your heart out to him and then you learning to listen to what he has to say to you. And so be prayerful. If you're stressed out, angry, confused, need guidance, need wisdom, don't know what to do, you can go to God. And one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible, I'm going to read it to you. It's actually Psalms 68:5. And it says, to the fatherless, he is a father. To the widow, he is a champion friend. Now, you might not be a widow, like your husband might not have died, but you don't have a husband. So it's the same thought, right? To the husbandless, God is a husband. And then it says that he takes the lonely and places them in a family. And so know this, that you are not alone, that if you don't have any family where you live, maybe your friends are sketchy or they don't help, they don't offer the help when you ask for it, understand that there is a God who loves you and who wants to be there for you. All you have to do is pray. All right. And then my final tip for you today is to be consistent. I'm sorry, this is not my final tip for you today. Tip number 6 is to be consistent. Kids need consistency. Kids need consistency. We all hear the stories, and maybe you grew up hearing your mother or your father say, I'm going to be here, I'm going to pick you up at such and such a time, and they don't show up. Like, that damages a kid. And so if you're going to tell your child something, be consistent. If you tell them you're going to show up at the basketball game, go to the game. If you tell them you're going to go pick them up at this certain time, be there at that specific time. Be consistent. Remember, you're all they have. And so if dad is out the picture and he's not consistent, and now mom's inconsistent, well, that's not fair to your child. And so as best as you can, none of us are perfect. We're all going to miss things and forget things, but as best as you can, be consistent. And then my 7th and final tip for you today is to believe. Believe that you are not alone. Believe that there are other moms out there just like you who, if you actually befriended each other, you could form a mighty army. Believe that, like I said earlier, this season, this too shall pass. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. There is a God who loves you. There are people in your life right now, even if you don't know this, even if you don't know where they are, there are people in your life right now who want to be there for you and want to help you. And so just to recap these 8 tips, not 6 or not even 7, but these 8 tips, I just want to recap with you. Number 1 is to be you. Number 2, be open to receive help. Number 3, be careful who influences your kids. Number 4, be present. Number 5, be kind. Number 6, be prayerful. Number 7, be consistent. And number 8, believe. Now, so that this video is not 45 minutes long, I'm actually going to include the podcast episode. It's a video podcast, so you'll be able to see my face. You'll be able to see Jennifer's face. I'm going to include that in the description below. So make sure that you check the description below for the link, and then that's going to lead you to the YouTube video that has Jennifer and my conversation. Again, remember, Jennifer is the Life of a Single Mom CEO and founder. You are going to love this interview. I know you're going to be encouraged by it. If you were encouraged by this video, you will definitely be encouraged by that one. So be sure to click the link below this video so that you can watch my conversation that I had with Jennifer Maggio. You single moms are amazing. You are extraordinary. If nobody else tells you that, know that you are. You are making a difference in the life of your kids. You're great. And so thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you were encouraged by it. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed, and also click on your notifications so that you can know whenever I post videos. And I promise I'm going to try to post videos more than just once a month because I'm better than that. Inconsistency. Hate it. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. See you on the next video. Bye.